welcome to our ReadAloud. We have a web magazine, Make It Sunfish, and I'd like to introduce the editor. Rick Brown. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go blank. Rick, come on up here. We have Rick Brown, we have Elisa Phillips, is that correct? And John Bennett, who's a former employee. Rick Brown is also a former employee of the libraries. His wife is here, Yvonne, who will join Rick on musical pieces throughout. And I'd like to turn this over to Rick so that he can introduce who's going to present what and when.
Yeah, my name is Rick Brown. I'm the editor-in-chief writer for NakedSunfish.com, and we're happy to be celebrating our 10th year online, which is like a million years in real time. And we pride ourselves in being a very eclectic, sort of old school style magazine, but we have poetry, we have prose, we have nonfiction, we have cartoonists. So we're sort of all over the place. And our program is going to be a little all over the place today, so I hope you'll stick around. John's going to be starting. He's going to do some avant-garde poetry for you, and then Elisa Phillips will read some fiction, I assume, or poetry, nonfiction today. Okay. And then Yvonne and I will play a couple songs, and I'll do some readings both from my book and from this is current issue of Naked Sunfish, and we'll play a little rock and roll for you at the end. Because when you think libraries, you always think rock and roll, right? So, I'll take John.
Fingered toad. Ah, fingered toad, redolent of the cloudy lake, your knobby skull, a map of evening sky. I fingered through the sticky magazine, your pulsing throat folded in the gutter. Oh, my dripping neck pressed against your air vein, my cavernosa fog. Perception tooth and palette shining like the lights went out. Draining meat, knocker, rolling down the steps. The mastoid locker thumbed into your breath. You pile the back seat. Me, a wristed lens, I scan the floor with donuts dim with dust and cat hair. Tremble in the dark behind the fridge. Each itcher named my gate, and each a shot retained my wheezing at the sink. They were all drawling in the linty hall, a squirrel chirping in the laundry chute. It's just my seizured water glass, my clocked luggage leaking in the basement where the hinges breathe. A little bit from a recent book called Sumo Mitosis. My age, hapnetic diploid buns slumping in the sink, crowned with flies. Jejenes con su canto minifaldas. Abrí la ventana, gritty wind twisted in. My clustered birthday settles in the corners. Snore I left was shouting, fraca, flaca, niñero, nonarada, numen, ente, flojo. Rust and neck pull, plomo de grillos, multitudinarias, tus piernas, finisterra, peldaño inútil, flaking combs mutter in the hall, your mooing throat, your as pyro baggage, ascendencia escombrosa. So I spoke the spoon, what spoke I said, my seds was flickering slowly in the draining tub. Mutely morphed manado, mated to a scribbled drywall, tense nor oily bucatini, oi, oi, coiling in my socks. I walked in sauce, aimed the door at you, but oh, pen, what's trawled outside the book, what's dubbing in the black dust beneath your bed, the number sleeps. My moose true slather, clotty neck, slumped before the headboard ash. My whistle, mind the fork, left on paper, spammed, copious craca, wiggles on your shoe, he foamed a while. The name of fungus. Funny suit spurt. Clam solid focus of her armpit. It's my glowing cup, my lunch, you see. I splintered ash entered on her forearm, lightly scampered. Spider glinting in the flash light. Swallow the retching comb, your stand-up straight and drool outside the bowl. Soap and cluster efforts drink your shallow grind, my chirping foot off. The spoon bomb swings, your cheap headache twitches through your flickered ant nest, hair and legs. Shot the fog, liposuction dog the alley, rivered with cats, my swelling boob throat, my hand unition, swole with ticks and several hours. You spit into the wallets. Dice and meat, the vines ripple through your sleeve, no ear to wave, a corn sandwich folded in my pocket. His grimy rabbit sleeps beneath the steps. Steps. Autophagia imbued with shorter neck, your crust regurgitation. Just eat, re-eat that piel impactada y ábreme los dientes por los labios frescos del otro, de la otra que choose for you. I was rushing and crawling. You were blink and block dust. The wavered forks, the pauta imbuida de sus brazos múltiples, the forged elote, muscle dog rolling in the water. His dumped craw gurgles was a wing immersion, lutes the inner grinning in the yard. My foot calambre, iceberg on the driveway, my soap raging in the gutters, he laid his arm in. Cheese corner, cloud sock, butt spoon, my curls toward spinning window, the lapped focus you were slicing, dreamed the vines and ladders focused on my ticking shorts. Let's see here. Here's some haiku. Lom mai crisolde, fusilanimo. The pawpaws fall. Shed a root, pill sore, but knew the rat. The itchy inch, youth hurt room. Sheer ant lung, dog gong. Salute or fry. Your age ear, dump naughty one. Utter the stool, slept in, dinner, roll. The gummy state, snot comb, the seated corpse, the rips, the trot a grave game, oot the or, ha leche. Solo frota, sandwich, cerrar los ojos mojos. Spore calm on the tape taste, runny roof, cloud, gas. Now a special treat. This is a thing I'm working on now. It's a transduction of Luis de Góngора's Soledades, which was in the version of 1614. It's not a translation, but a transduction. The can, vigilant, convokes despective lamination, and that which derailed last puckers perceives. The damp is bacon, which tacks in hell the robust ensign, maypole in zenith's deactive. Leg hole, pest, the mantle, and saluting sin's ambition, sin's pump of palaver, of the conductor's fuel of capons with a Vulcan's tinted coronas. Oh, bean, denatured iceberg, to crawl where whores, temple of Pallas, alcove of Flora. No modern artifice of board designs, models baskets. The concave adjustment of the ceiling's sublime edifice retains sober rubber to fabric sound puddle, due guard and visor, the zero innocence of the captain, mass what the silver gains. Oh, being denatured iceberg to crawl where whores. Babbling entered the sea, jovial, admired, armed a pan or semi-cab, the martial in the pastor's mince, that with art's cult principle died with discourse, wandered, remembered oft his past fuel, his oil, docilely impeded in Canola's instrument, which pulsed era of sterno jumped to a trunk, suppers, royal, which quarrels, drunk and mute his Hondas, qualmed nor frenzied. Oyster combs hell's mounted gaze, jumped the crystal liquid, all human, pours the arquebust bell of a maimed cake, all one's means aspired, all utter iguanas. Dim heat, Kakamisa, flag ass, doubt ick, Savanandala, below Nate, corn ode, sombranar, itch, eat, 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 itch.